Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of D-Fourtress. This is pre-recorded just due to some scheduling conflicts, so we won't be able to interact with the live chat. So if it seems that we're not responding to the world around us, that is the reason why. So this is going to go live on Sunday night. However, for us right now, it is Thursday night. So
Thursday night.
Yep.
Yes.
It's Thursday night. That's copyrighted. Anyway.
Yeah,
definitely. You can still sing it. You just can't play it.
Yeah.
You can sing a few.
Don't sing well.
Sing a few words.
Yeah,
not,
His voice is too good, guys.
Yeah, just don't
Yeah,
sing
we
well.
can't use Thursday
It'll
anymore.
sound just like the original song.
The word is
I'm
copyrighted.
just trying to be like my role models.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're just recording on a post Wednesday.
Postmortem Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
pre-Friday.
it's later in the day, so it's more of a pre-Friday.
Yeah,
If you're singing
pre-Friday.
it, if you're singing it badly, then it's either a cover or karaoke. Either way, you're
or an insult. Yeah.
No, we just got to do a acapella. Then it's a cover. But anyway, so a couple quick announcements. The Auroran Expounded is still going strong. So by the time this goes live, you will have already seen it. However, for my players, it went live 23 minutes ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
none of us have seen it.
none of you have seen it.
Not yet. Later.
Because I think it's like a
My bedtime routine.
I think it's like a yes, my ASMR voice for the bedtime routine.
It works very well. I like
You're right
it.
to sleep like
Nighty-night.
a baby.
Yeah.
I am actually really proud of this last episode. I think it was my favorite one I've done so far. I really like the topic. I've honestly been, this topic has been in the back of my head since I did the very first one, but it wasn't fitting to start with that. But seeing as I'm going to be running a one-shot this weekend at home taking place, I figured give those players a little bit of background in the form of a video for the one
Oh,
shot.
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool.
and don't worry, it's a worldwide event. So those of you who can't make it, Sean and Nikki, y'all can. We'll be doing more than one shot taking place during this event. Maybe even like a mini campaign of like 4 or 5 sessions. We'll see.
Oh yeah, a mini campaign would be so fun.
Yeah, we'll
That would be awesome.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but and see when we feel like doing that. But so yeah, Auroran Expound is still going strong. Andrew and I have been a lot better at streaming as well. So we've been doing Andrew's been playing some single player games that we have been pestering him to get caught up on, like Horizon. It has been
I'm
so
a little late to the
annoying.
game.
It's so annoying. It's like, finish the game so I can talk about it. I have to walk on eggshells when I'm around him for Horizon, Red Dead, God of War. And I'm just like, come on, man, finish those. So he's going to be
Skyrim.
streaming those.
Skyrim?
Age of Empires 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's
Tetris.
going to be streaming those.
Big spoilers and Tetris.
And then I have been doing some challenge, and I use that word loosely because it's more just weapon restriction runs on the Souls games. So that's been a lot of fun. So just keep an eye out. I'm G.VA, G_DOT_VA, and then Andrew is special sauce, special_sauce. And then all those VODs and everything. And if we get around to editing the videos in whole, which for the most part we don't have time, but there's, we'll have the footage saved so we can go back and edit them if we ever get the time. But you can find the full VODs on our gaming channel, just D-Fourtress Gaming. Other than that, I'm going to pass it on over to Andrew for sponsor.
Woohoo! Yeah, so sponsor still we geek together. Make sure to check them out if you are in the Utah area. They're in the Provo Southtown Mall, but they're constantly doing events in other places as well. Last I saw, they were actually preparing to do some fantasy style escape rooms and things like that. So keep an eye out on their website page or find them on YouTube, Twitter, different places there as well. But if you do go see them in person, they got a cool little gaming tavern set up where you can go do like things like D&D date night, pick up Dungeons and Dragons games if you're missing a DM. They got all sorts of cool little themed knickknacks and toys and really cool stuff. And then just also a reminder, check out our merch store. You can get some awesome custom merch with some artwork from Erica, either with our logo or different things. We're just adding a lot of things on there. Gonna have some fun additions here in the next couple of weeks as well. But yeah, that's everything I have.
Andrew, you mentioned date night when you were talking about the so are you suggesting that aspiring couples could just go to a storefront and sit down and play a game of D&D?
That is exactly
so
correct.
They have it where it's I think it's on Monday nights. If you go to their website, they call it D&D date night. And so it's like it's a little couples game, and sometimes you would do like a group D&D date night kind of a thing.
And what better for date night than a little bit of role play?
I really put the D in date night.
D and the D.
Woo! Man, guys. Spicy.
All right, so after whatever that was, let's go ahead and roll the intro before this gets more out of hand.
That reminds me of the people who say Target.
We're back. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we still haven't recovered from before the intro.
Nor should we.
So, last time we left off, the Paragon had a lot of time to kill before nightfall for Dante to prepare with his sparring match with Selena. So during their time, they did Vivi's usual shenanigans of the cup game.
The usual shenanigans.
Yeah,
little red cups.
Yep.
I won a lot of money.
Cups. Yeah, some money was made, some money was lost. However, one of the things that Wayne really wanted to do was to go to the highest cliff of this 2-layered town. And upon reaching the highest cliff, so the bottom is where all the industry and commerce is. The middle layer is where all the housing and living space is. And then finally up on the top layer. Is where the barracks as well as the wall protecting the town from the Saltlands lies. And from that wall, you could get a very clear view of the steaming valley to the south, as well as the absolutely monumental mountain, the volcano that reaches into the clouds, Black Brim Mountain. And viewing that made Ardavan a little homesick, but we learned a little bit about drifting about Drifton and the culture there. And going down, once the time had come, the Paragon had made their way to a small work area, almost like a loading dock area, where space was set aside thanks to Selena paying off a group of workers to set up the space for them to have their sparring match. And thanks to relentless endurance, the half-orc feature, and some really good dice rolls, Dante was able to best Selena in the match, despite her having much more experience, being much more, having access to many more of the Sky Dancer abilities. But with some lucky hits, she went down, and that made one of the workers very happy, as he was the only one who bet on Dante.
During the because there's a crowd watching it happen, right?
There was before, but we moved on from that. Yeah.
Presumably, at one point, there would have been a minor illusion followed by a prestidigitation coming from, and Vivi's encouraging Nikki, your
Amelia.
character,
Amelia.
Amelia. So he's also encouraging Amelia to make some because
Oh.
she can do it, right, with prestidigitation. Yeah. So that happened. The crowd had fireworks and loud noises.
And after the fight, there was some seemingly unsuccessful flirting attempts from Dante.
This is true.
With a very low charisma roll. And
But a beautiful saunter that required healing.
yeah. And Amelia decided she wanted to practice her tracking abilities, and did very good and was able to track Selena's footprints until the part where she flew away, and her tracks were no longer found in the dirt and salt. So they decided to guess at what bar that she was going to. This one going to, I believe this one was the... what was it? The something
Let's
barrel?
see.
Where did my notes go?
It is
Oh, I just said she
the
practiced
foaming
her-
barrel.
Foaming barrel. I was like, it's not the leaky barrel. It's not that. The foaming barrel.
My notes are rough and tough
So-
bar in Clifftown and large human like Hulk Hogan.
Yep, that's the bartender. And as you entered, there at the bar, it's kind of a spectacle when people enter, so it gains the attention of a lot of people as they just glance to see who entered. And sitting at the bar seems to be this really old, kind of graying fur and patches, an old, grumpy-looking tabaxi, wearing a sleeveless kind of waistcoat a little bit. It's all tattered and kind of dyed into his fur, similar to tattoos, are these brightly colored, some of them geometric shapes, as he were to look over and be like, holy shit, Cosmo? And the time is now yours, Paragon.
Okay, I just. Oh. I need to swap my excitement for Cosmo's reaction. I've been waiting for this for a while.
There's a minor illusion of a big exclamation mark above Cosmo right now.
Dun 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 dun. Snake.
Okay. When she hears her name, she'll kind of look over, just like being surprised that anybody else would say her name. But also at the familiarity of the voice. And when she sees this tabaxi, she just stops. There's nothing. She just stares at him for a while. And then she walks over and she hugs him tightly.
As you go, hugs him tightly, you just hear him go, okay, hello. You're
Don't let
very
go.
strong. And he gives like a half-hearted
holding.
little pat, reaching around. Just
she'll just put him down. It's like, Ink, what? How? What? How did you get out? Did my parents make it?
Oh, well, it is, it was a bit chaotic, I will admit. And he sits down and takes a swig of his beer.
She'll like sit down next to him, just like leaning forward, just fully focused on him now. Just what?
I did not see your father. I did not see him leave the area. However, your mother definitely did get out. She got away.
Okay. Where have you been? Do you know where she is? I mean,
Well, we parted ways, when we finally made it to Storasil. And, she went north to Hiroshal to see if she could recruit any help. In her words, she had some unfinished business. And, well, I was tired. So I found...
you're always tired.
I know.
Damn.
But, so I just bounced around and found work where I could. And I am currently saving up. And I am only here temporarily. My contract will be my contract just finished, and so I was going to head down south next.
I'm just so happy to see you again. I mean,
I can tell.
I've been looking for my parents. Obviously, I mean, I've been staying up to go to the meeting place. My mother always talked about. You know the place, you know, the upside down waterfalls and things like that. But wow, I didn't expect to see you here.
I mean, I am in a bar, so I think you might have.
I mean, I didn't expect this place exactly. I knew you would be in a bar, of course, but I didn't expect to, see you so soon. I guess I don't. Where are my manners, guys? Come here. This is my friend.
And I like
This is my
look away,
very good
pretend like I
friend.
wasn't staring the whole time.
This is my very good friend, Ink. He's a mastermind for my tattoos.
Oh, hi, Ink. And I'm going to give him like a really awkward hug. Like,
He'll like
what to do.
He'll like stiffen up.
Oh,
Yeah.
You'll see his
he's
hair
not much of
stand
a
on
hugger.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before Wayne could even get off, Vivi was around his knee and Princess around his ankle already.
Yeah, he is like.
This is Wayne, Vivi, and Princess. And
Princess will
what was
not get
that?
off his ankle.
Princess, he wants his personal space. You can hug me all you want, but please.
Princess
please
just
give him
like holds his ankle close and like rubs his cheek up against it to make it warmer.
Oh well. And this is Dante, and this is Artaphone and Amelia.
Pleasure to meet you. Amelia will try and shake his hand. Like she'll offer her hand to him.
He'll haphazardly kind of shake it unenthusiastically.
She will firmly grip his hand, so it's an awkward handshake.
This is amazing.
Could I interest you in? I could purchase you a drink if you would like.
I will never say no to that.
Okay, I'll go order him a drink. Whatever he's been having. She'll get him like the more expensive version.
The more expensive version is going to be going to be salt brine, which is a very salty, very strong drink.
Sounds
That'll
great.
suit him just fine.
It's like
I will order
alcoholic
it for him.
seawater.
I'll
It's
get him
bad,
that.
but yeah.
Savory.
Careful, children. That's a lot of sodium. But yeah, Cosmo's just kind of buzzing with the excitement, just like, so my new group, and we're called the Paragon, and we've been helping people, and
I
you know,
hand them.
Were
I hand
you
them
a
one of the
blood
business
gladiator
cards.
too?
No, I was not. I was one of, how you say, a cleaner after the matches.
You cleaned up a lot of bodies. Once again, I'm sorry for that. I did not mean to have to maim them so badly.
And kind of like looking
some
at his
work.
tattoos, like, where did you learn to do that? That's very nice.
It was a long time ago, probably 60 or so years ago. My old mentor has since passed, so. But it was on a small island named Anzanahari. An old Yuan-Tin man taught me.
Never heard
My
of it.
friends are meeting. This is so cool.
And Cosmo, how do you guys know each other? Is it just through the gladiator fights, or?
He's basically looked out for me since I was little. I mean, he helped me when things got rougher and I couldn't have access to my parents. I mean, he totally just cleaned up after me. That's it. That's totally it. No attachments whatsoever on
That's
the
enough.
inside. Just like trying so hard to hide the fact that she thinks he's very fond of her. Just like, no, I'm totally not like a daughter to him. Not at all.
He's just.
I think everybody knew what she meant by that.
We just look at each other.
Just, we know.
The cleaner.
Uh-huh. I mean, and he helped me with all my tattoos once I wanted to start, covering things up,
Are you gonna get a new one now that you found him again?
Well, I mean, I'm not ashamed of any of my new scars, so no. I don't think so. Plus, I don't want to bother you like that. I mean, you're tired,
It would be a bother, yes.
See? I'm being considerate of him. It's nice to see another familiar face. No. And it's a great comfort to know at least Mother is alive. She went north, Wayne. She's probably near where you live. And you, Dante.
Well, I mean, we said that she mentioned that waterfall, so Hirschall's north. So she's probably at the waterfall.
Well,
in that
she said
city
she
with the
would be at
druids.
a waterfall, but she said to meet her at a waterfall, but Ink said she had some unfinished business to attend to, so maybe she hasn't gone there?
Well, I mean,
I
that
don't
is north, so
Is
would
it?
make sense. Uh-huh.
Good luck getting in without special permission. You need written permission to even approach the place without the waterfall turning on you.
Oh, we know the passcode. Dark roots wither.
I don't know what that means.
Are we telling everyone that now, Wayne?
They have to change the
I don't know what that
password.
means either. They haven't told me. They just kind of said it. So it's probably just something they know about. I don't.
It's an inside thing.
It's a tongue
We'll tell
twister.
you
You
when
just
you're
say it
over.
like 3 times fast.
I don't
Oh, it's a game. Oh, got it.
It's okay. You don't need to understand.
Are you uncomfortable? Would you prefer if we weren't all around you and left you and Cosmo to talk?
That would definitely be more
I'm-
comfortable.
Let's see. I'm gonna go this way.
Well, you guys can go
Wayne
get
is
your
going to
rooms and
stand
stuff.
there.
You can get your
But-
rooms and stuff.
We will do that. Take your time, Cosmo.
Thank
Yeah,
So
go, Stefan,
you guys
can do.
already paid for the rooms up in the Wall Clutch Inn, halfway up the first cliff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let's just go drink in the corner.
Yeah, we have orders and things to do.
I'm like
Yeah,
admiring
it's
the
good.
artwork.
It's all right.
the artwork of dented and
Yeah, I'm like,
dented
that's just a
walls.
stain, but I don't know what to look at.
Princess leaves reluctantly, but not before picking his pocket.
All right, go ahead and make
No, that's fair.
go ahead and make a sleight of hand
Chaos,
check.
I love it.
That'll be a dirty 20.
A
Woo!
dirty 20. A dirty 20 will net you. A dirty 20 will net you a. What did I put on his thing? Let me. Man, I have not been preparing my notes this time around. Where is
You can't predict Princess. It's okay.
We should be able to at this point. Princess's
You'd
pickpocketing
think
is
so.
pretty predictable.
Anyone Princess touches is gonna be pickpocketed.
Touche.
Even me, I wasn't.
No, you definitely weren't.
The one
pickpocketed.
exception is Dante.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
no, I think Dante actually got an arrow stolen at one
Yeah.
point.
Oh yeah,
He
that's
got,
right.
He got
Hey.
pickpocketed too.
That's
Everyone
right.
has been pickpocketed by Princess, unless Cosmo hasn't been. Though I think she has.
Has she missed anyone? Has she? I know we got Amelia.
Oh my gosh, where is
Definitely
it?
Cosmo. Did we
I
get
don't-
Artavon? Did we get?
You kind of got
Honest-
Artavon. You like
honestly,
stole
I
a
don't
potion and then
think-
gave it back to him, so he thought he had an extra potion.
Hey,
Which
okay.
Oh,
would be
yeah.
dangerous on
Good,
the
good,
battlefield,
good,
but
Yeah.
you know.
You stole a lot of Wayne's food without him realizing.
That immediately went inside Princess.
No, it was like in the process of like Mage Hand bite
Oh.
on the way over.
That,
Not
that's
so
what you get.
subtle,
You
pickpocket.
with that 20, you managed to pickpocket an ever smoking bottle from him.
Oh. What is that?
My friend
It
has
just
always
always
fancy
Cool.
stuff.
And then Princess vanishes.
And Erica, were we getting kind of like flirtatious vibes? Or were we getting like dad vibes from this guy? Like what type
This
of vibes
this
were we
is an
getting?
old, this is an
like
old man.
grumpy grandpa.
Gotcha.
So
Definitely
grandpa
not
vibes.
flirty.
Yeah,
Grandpa
he is a senior. He looks like a feral cat almost, with like his squinty eyes.
I actually drew him, so I
Yeah,
can show that
yeah,
to you
we-
guys
we-
later.
Yeah, we do have official artwork for it.
Wayne would kind of stand there awkwardly, like not getting the hint of hey, leave
Oh.
them alone.
Hey, Wayne, come sit over
yes.
here with us.
Okay. So I just kind of sit there awkwardly when everyone left. Just
I'll take
Yeah.
you with me. Right, we'll go together. Okay.
So yeah, I had to remember which DC I set to which item because there was a different one if you got a 25 or higher. So I was like, oh, which one of the two was it? Which one was in which? But yeah, he got the ever smoking bottle.
Amazing.
But as they go away, he kind of like sifts his drink a little bit, slides it around. He's like, "So, I hear you've been busy."
Oh yes. Like I said, my friends and I have been helping people, exposing a cult, trying to stop the world ending, kind of a deal. I died.
Well, it seems to have not stuck. But
Honestly, no. I mean,
I have been.
the aftermath wasn't as delightful, and it did hurt a lot. But it's almost like I paid a little for all the things I've done, so I felt better.
You can't keep blaming yourself for things that were outside your control. You were only surviving, and those opponents you fought were only doing the same. However, they failed and you succeeded. That is all there is to it.
But I went through a moment of... how they tried to teach me, indoctrinate me, make me think that it was something noble, and that I was meant for this, that I'm just a weapon, and that at one point I actually enjoyed doing it. That's the stuff I'm more guilty of than the times when it was simply survival.
I've been following your progress for the last little while. Heard about someone matching your description protecting a town under siege as Thurnwald was attacked by an army of bandits.
That's where I died. It was a giant metal bull that did me in.
Ah. Well. I can say that when it comes to certain things and certain fights, there is no need to feel guilty. I heard you helped kill some sort of squid monster thing, so I was asking around.
Well, I don't know if I actually did help. Recently, I've begun to black out during fights. And I wake up after with no memory of what happened. I don't know how useful I am unless they tell me, and that the promise I was telling you about, that I would never kill another person. Not outright anyway.
The one that the promise that I said was very detrimental to your health and safety, that I said you shouldn't try to keep?
Yes, that one. Well, I've been keeping it very well, but when I go blank, it seems everything of me is gone. So, I have killed a few people that I did not mean to. That didn't feel very good.
Do not feel bad for their deaths. If your friends are still here alive to tell about it, then we can deduce you can still tell friend from foe. With that being said, if you have no qualms about killing monsters, then I can tell you that people make the worst and scariest monsters. Because unlike a monster that is just trying to eat you, these ones know that they are doing wrong. They have higher ambitions for it.
That's definitely a different perspective.
So stop whining about it.
It's not feeling bad as much as it is. You know how I feel about, having a cold body in front of me. It's just, as long as I don't feel the warmth leave them, I'm fine.
But that is
Mostly.
why you have an axe. Keep them from touching you.
Yeah, I still have it. Look. It got broken at some point, but look, I got the handle fixed, and it looks really nice. I think my dad would be proud.
He would be.
Yeah. Oh, my friends also told me I have some powers that happen when I'm blank, which is really weird. Do you know anything about this? Or also with the blankness, I mean, I have no idea what's going on. Somebody told me that there's someone else inside my brain.
And he kind of perks up at that. Well, yes, I am responsible for the powers.
Oh.
But not this blank episode you were talking about. Your powers, the special technique I used when I put those tattoos on you, I infused them with the wild magic of the Fae. It is a very difficult and taxing process, but you were compatible with it.
Wow. I have magical tattoos. That's crazy. Oh my
When
goodness.
you came to me asking about tattoos, your mother pulled me aside and asked if there was anything I could do to help protect you. And so I did. By the best way I knew how. But to keep my abilities a secret, to prevent anyone else from trying to force me to give them these same markings. Well, we fabricated a story that these abilities came from your mother, but in reality they did not.
What? Wait. So was the story she's told me? They weren't true?
About her being magic? No, she definitely is magic. You just didn't inherit any of it.
Wow. Huh.
But no, she is quite adept at magical, at the magical arts.
Wow. I'm learning a lot. Wow. This is new.
Now, as for your blank episodes, I believe I might know what that is as well.
Really? That's great.
To an extent.
It's great, because I'd kind of like to know, maybe start to find a way to control it, maybe? That would be great.
Before you started your time in the arena, in fact, the very day before your very first fight, Egorad took you from your mother. And, with some help from an old man he found out in the southern swamps, he was able to perform a ritual to tie something to you, something that would help you become a more fierce warrior. But the ritual was interrupted, and we thought nothing more of it. But perhaps part of it was successful.
Should have known he was behind something like this. Of course he would do that.
Like I said, they're the scariest monsters.
You know if he's been looking for me?
I don't think he's ever really stopped, but he's also been preoccupied. There have been some major turf wars going on in Rascalia as of late.
I hope his territory burns.
Again, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, wow. I'm glad to know at least a lot more than I used to.
And he slams the drink down, the empty mug down.
I tried some alcohol for the first time. Sorry, it wasn't with you like you always wanted.
He looks over at you. How dare you? Bartender, 2 more! And he orders 2 more of the salt brine. Slides one over to you.
Well, if it's any... if it helps any, I immediately got drunk. So I don't really remember much.
It does make me feel a bit better, yes. A drink.
Good.
And then he slams the mug down and then starts chugging the whole thing.
Only for you. And then she'll chug hers.
This one is nasty. It's briny, it's salty, it's warm, it's thick, very foamy.
You're basically describing a booger.
Yeah,
Ew.
this isn't alcohol for taste. This is alcohol for drunk.
Wow.
Delicious.
Oh my gosh. It's amazing. I'm gonna roll a con save to see it. Oh, whoops, that's Dex. Okay. 16. Do I get drunk immediately?
No, you're tipsy, definitely, but you're not drunk.
She just kind of like, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Like a full meal.
I knew you
This
would,
is definitely.
I knew you would be like more your mother. You'd probably prefer those fruity drinks.
Probably. This stuff is more your speed. It always has been. And that's okay. I still care about you. Come on! Come on! Say it back! Say it back!
I care about you too.
Thank you!
Victory!
I have one job left in Seaside, and then I'll have enough to afford the building I've been keeping my eye on in Storycell.
Oh my goodness, where is it? I've been to Storycell a few times. My friend Dante over there lives it.
It is in the southern end. There is a lot of market and food places near it.
Like the Meatball Mansion?
Yes, it is just down the street from the Meatball Mansion.
We live so close. That's amazing. So now every time I go to Storyville, I know I can come and pop in every now and then and say hi.
Don't do it too often.
I said every now and then. Don't
Thank you.
don't get your tail in a frizz.
Thank you. It will be a place of business. It is not a it is not a cozy home. It is for work.
My business will be to see you and say hi.
Okay. But anyone else you bring in must be a paying customer.
Okay. I'll try. And if I find any alcohol on this trip, on my travels, I will be sure to bring it to you.
Please.
Especially if it's one of those really rare bottles, you know, that you described, the one you've always wanted.
For every bottle of alcohol you bring me, you are allowed to bring one friend.
I need 5.
No.
Okay, that's doable. Well, what if it's one of the really rare ones that's, you know, haven't been opened for like 1,000 years or something?
I will judge it on its own merit when I see it.
Well, yeah, but if it's one of those, will I get to have 2 friends?
Possibly.
Yes!
As long as I don't have to share.
That's a deal. It's okay. You don't have to share with anybody. Because I get them for you.
But yes, I will be leaving by train tomorrow morning to go south.
Okay. How have you liked this train so far? I think it's really cool.
It is really good to find a small, quiet corner and take a nap and travel a long distance while you do so.
Right?
It is convenient.
Don't ever open a window. It is convenient. Just don't ever open a window. I tried. It didn't go so well.
Well, as long as you don't open it in the Saltlands, if you open it in the Steaming Valley, it is fine.
Oh, I will take note of that because I opened it in the Southlands.
That
My
sounds
face
like
is
something.
very exfoliated.
That sounds like something you would do.
Yeah. Oh, also, I discovered I hate water as much as you do. Almost. I hate swimming.
That is understandable. No. Cosmo, well, how do I say this? I am glad you found people you trust.
I'm glad too. And you'll trust them too at some point. I promise you that. You're not allowed not to.
He kind of like glances over his shoulder at the rest of the Paragon. It's like, I think the only one I could get along with is that scary looking Lupirian. The rest looked not
He's very
my
sweet.
speed.
I have like salt. I'm like, Don't know what
He's
to do.
helped me a lot. He is a good listener.
Well,
Thank
don't
you.
underestimate Dante either. Because
Just
he's
drinking. I'm
can-
trying to
They're
get
all
every single
very
last drip
sweet.
of my
tough.
ale.
So all very
does-
sweet.
He doesn't act it, but he is tough. Okay.
And strong.
Wayne is growing a liking for the very strong dark drinks.
Oh no.
Man of culture, huh?
They taste good when you
Yeah.
mix them together.
No.
Aldervan kind of reminds me of you as well. You know, it's very easy to talk to. You know, looks out for me kind of way, you know.
You're a cat. He's a dog.
Opposites, but, you know, similar.
Close enough.
He tends to keep to his own too, so, you know. I think you would get along with him.
Yes, well, I would, I prefer to keep to myself mostly. As you,
I know. It would be good if you got some friends. Because then you wouldn't only have me.
my social battery is already drained.
Then just get some friends who know how to recharge it.
Fine. Bartender!
Oh, is he going to be your friend? I would not be surprised, honestly. Oh, if you get to be good friends with a bartender, then you could probably get some discounts, maybe. That's always nice.
That is a good point.
It's a very good point. And hey, if you get to be really good friends, just think. Alcohol owns a house.
I will keep that in mind.
Good.
And he finishes his beer. Well, I do not wish to impose any more on your time, so I will go and get some shatai, and I will be on the train tomorrow morning.
Okay. She just like pats his shoulder.
And then he tipsily staggers out of the door.
And she'll go to her friends. Likely
So how much
bumping
longer
into a
till
couple
Selena
chairs.
comes?
Yeah, she's likely bumping into a couple chairs on her way over.
Wow, I haven't seen you this tipsy since Thornwald.
What?
Since Thornwald, I mean. You haven't been this tipsy since then.
I guess
That's
so.
You're doing good.
I don't want to make this a habit. It was only for Eek. Because I kind of betrayed him when I drank with you guys. Because I promised him that I would drink my very first alcohol with him. So.
Cosmo, you got to try some of this salty stuff. It's actually pretty good.
I already did. I don't want more. It's not good. It's not very good.
Are you all right though, Cosmo?
Yeah. What do you ask?
Just wanted to make sure.
I'm fine.
You seem happy, and it's weird.
Well, I am always happy. Don't you know that?
No, it's good. It's good weird.
Insight check.
On whom? Him or me?
On you.
Yeah,
On
take
me.
a
12.
take a guidance.
Yeah. 12 plus stuff. I'm just gauging
What
how you're
what
doing.
do I need to do? Decide.
Take an extra 2 on that.
You decide what he would.
Oh no, you rolled a 4.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 16 if it matters. But yeah, he's just
16?
like generally gauging how that went, if it's like an underlying bittersweet or if it's just
Mhm.
sweet. That kind of
It's
thing.
mostly sweet, but there is some bitterness.
I think it means saltiness, and it's the drink.
That too.
I would say with the 16, be able to determine that all the feelings towards the old Tabaxi were good feelings. But, yeah.
The bad feelings are kind of related
The
to the
memories.
conversation.
Yep.
That's fair.
Are you planning on meeting him tomorrow at some point, or?
No, he's not the kind to want to talk to people more than he absolutely has to. So, and he has a job to do. So he's actually going to be leaving on the train down to Seaside, and he's moving to Stockholm. He's like moving down the road from Meeple Mansion nowadays. Isn't that great?
Oh, then
You're
he's just
gonna
on
have
the
a
road.
neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have a neighbor, but you have to either be a paying customer or bring him alcohol, or he won't let you in.
Is he gonna do a tattoo shop?
I don't know. He didn't tell me what he was going to do.
Can he do magic tattoos?
Oh yeah. Actually, you know those powers you guys were talking to me about? The things that make my tattoos glow? That's actually from the tattoos. He did that. Isn't that cool?
Interesting.
And you didn't know about it till now?
No, I
Wait.
thought I got it from my mom.
Are you going to get another one?
I thought I got it from my mom, but apparently I got it from him because apparently he's magic, and he was using Fey magic.
Interesting.
It's super cool.
Are you going to get
Is
another
that why
magic
you-
tattoo?
Is that what makes you go blind too?
No, that's a completely unrelated thing.
Oh, but did he know? He knew what it was?
No. No, he didn't.
Are you going to get another magic tattoo?
He's very tired all the time, and his battery is drained, and he's busy, so
Okay, so
no.
next week. Got it, yeah.
No. We'll be doing our own things then.
Well, he'll be
I mean-
he'll be your neighbor at some point.
Just a
Well,
side thought.
mm,
We're heading down south too. Why don't we just ride the train with him? We can be in the same cabin as him.
no!
He'd love it.
No, he would
No.
not. He needs a small corner to himself.
I can respect that.
Yeah,
He can have one of the four corners,
See,
yes.
He likes you out of one. He thinks he could get along with you because you understand personal space. He just wants to be alone.
What was that? Nah, I won't pry.
Have I put off that I don't appreciate your guys' personal space? I apologize.
Too early too early.
Yeah, I've been meaning.
I've been really
meaning to say
trying to
something,
keep you guys,
Amelia.
let you guys do. If I have, I'm sorry.
You've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, Amelia, you're going to be reported to Paragon HR as just princess with a clipboard.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
So I just had the thought. I'm not
Yeah?
sure. Do you not want to go with him? You'd rather let him be off on his own. I mean, you seem to really like him. It's been a while.
I do. I care about him, yes, but I don't want to impose. You know, he's not so fond of people shoving into his business, you know, like I usually do. And I've been trying to get better at that, so he needs his space. He's a very solo guy, so
He's capable, then? He just...
oh yes,
I don't mean to be
very.
mean. He seems quite old. I just worry a
it's
little
fine.
about him.
Yeah, he's very limber for his age, you know. You know, cleaning up a lot of bodies has helped keep him limber, you know. Just
I
to
will
let
take
you
your
guys,
word.
she would not be saying a lot of this stuff if she weren't tipsy. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh man!
Audubon,
Luke,
did you
your
know
tongue.
that there were
Probably
furry kitty people?
But the probably. You
I
mean
didn't know there were
if I
furry
did
kitty
know called
people.
the backseat, but if I don't know, then the kitty people it is. Am I aware of the kitty people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe have seen a
pretty-
kitten.
yeah. Most of the things are most of the races are pretty common knowledge, unless you were very sheltered.
I was
homeschooled.
Phoebe was sheltered
Actually, I
within
was.
his world, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
It's not like he wasn't allowed to read a book. So
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, yes, the Tabaxi are a fine, agile folk.
Mm-hmm. He's very capable, and I don't worry for him. He can take care of himself.
Right,
It
then-
was always me he worried about, and for good reason. I wasn't the most careful individual when I was younger.
Most children aren't.
I still am not. Not.
You're
I'm
still
a
younger.
child.
Yep. On the inside.
Well, that's good that you were able to meet. Hopefully you'll meet with him again soon, and maybe we can meet back in his home when he's all settled in and see what he's up to.
Mhm. Oh, but I have to bring like 5 bottles of alcohol in order for you guys to come with me. So.
New side quest.
Each?
We're just going to go ahead and put that at the top.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's a collection quest.
Yeah. Journal added. Yeah. Mhm.
I heard
Yeah,
you get
I
a
just-
weapon unlock.
I just need 1 each. Unless it's like really, really rare and good alcohol. Then maybe I'll get a 2 for 1.
Well, I guess our goal will be to find a 5 for 1.
That does not exist. His standards are very high. It would have to be like an elixir of the gods or something. It would have to make him immortal in order for him to say, okay, fine, that deserves 5 people.
I will
know.
research. We will find it. Do not worry.
I'm fine only collecting 5. Goodness. We don't need to go that out of our
Too
way.
late. Write it down. It's on the agenda.
Okay. I won't stop you.
We're going north now.
I would love to go north, because that's where my mom is. And
Yeah,
maybe
Cosmo,
she...
I heard about that. I actually don't. I didn't know that we were trying to meet with your mom. Has that been something that you've always been wanting to do?
Well, yes, I was trying to save up so I could go find her, but now I know where she is. Maybe she'll know where my dad is.
Well, as soon as we're done with this, we are more than welcome.
He's
Go
by
up
that
there.
upside down waterfall place in Hirishaw.
And Cosmo, is that more of like you guys just catching up, or do you need to help your mom with something, or what's up with this meeting?
Well, she might think I'm dead, so I do kind of
Do you
want
wish to
see
send
her
a letter? That the post exists?
again. I can do that. Oh my goodness, I know where she is now. Yes.
How did we not figure this before?
Well, because
Not
I
everybody
didn't
writes
know
as many
she was
letters as I
before.
do.
Yeah.
Wayne does.
I was.
I
Just
never
really
send them
thankful.
through though.
Oh,
We don't
oh.
have posts at the cave.
Oh, he just reads them. He doesn't write them. That's all.
I give them to a bunch of owls, but they just eat it.
All right. So, following the conversation, you have your drinks, you eat your food, and eventually you find your way back to the Wall Clutch Inn. And
Yes, we didn't find your lady of the night, Dante.
There's always tomorrow.
And tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow.
And tomorrow. She ditched us.
Yeah, that's what he said. Tomorrow.
I've never felt this before. Just
She
ditching.
walks in and like turns around and like leaves.
Well, he followed through. He followed through with getting a date. I'm proud of him.
Next time, Dante.
Next time.
Yeah, eventually make your way back to the Wall Clutch Inn, and you rest for the night.
Yay.
And
Sleeping.
yep, and so you can mark off a long rest if you need it. Anything for that?
I just do it anyway to do it. I don't even need to do it. It's
I
just
use
satisfying.
spells.
Press a green button. It's
And
fun.
so, the next day, you are awoken by the loud blaring whistle of the train arriving in the town.
Ugh. All right,
Yikes. That's
let's get to it.
Hurry, wake up, let's go.
Just stuffing a
Time
pillow
already,
over my
huh?
ears.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Vivi. Wake up.
Fifi,
Rolls.
wake up, Fifi.
Rolls over, like rolls off the bed.
She'll like catch him by his
Thunk.
leg and just like he'll
think
hold
this
him
was
up
the
by his
one.
leg, just upside down. Just like, hello.
All right, that'll work. We can take him like that.
Princess
just
drops
carry
from
him.
the ceiling and lands on Cosmo's shoulder as this happens.
Yeah,
I
she'll
like-
probably just like sling Vivi over her shoulder, kind of. Just let him sleep a little
I'm,
longer.
I'm trying to find like the train thing my head going. This isn't it, but I like it.
It's like a
It's working.
Tinkertown.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
quirky. Let's go.
It's the gnome's cart.
It's so quirky. It's not like other songs.
I'm not like other songs.
But as you head for the train, I think this was it.
Is this the train that we're taking to go find
Where?
Ruby,
Ashwindell.
the sister?
Where was? I guess this one will work.
This is
Yes.
that- we're on
Yeah.
that journey, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So, as you head towards the train, unless you guys have any last stops to make,
Did you want to send that letter, Cosmo, or do you want to wait?
No.
You can write it on the train, and then we can send it if you'd like. We've got plenty of time on there.
I'm still not the best with my writing, so I might need
Oh.
your help a little bit.
I will
But-
gladly help.
I'll think of what to say first.
Very well.
Right. So, the conductor checks your passes. You are led on. A room is set aside for you. And then, once you're all on board, suddenly the as the train picks up in speed and begins to leave Clifftown behind and the Saltlands behind, as something that seems somewhat alien for how long you've been that far up north starts coming into view. Grass. It's dry and it's prickly, but it is grass.
What is that?
As you start entering the Steaming Valley. The Steaming Valley portion with the shining coast on the left side of the train and the steaming valley off to the right. A large expanse of steaming marshes, a little bit of grass, and geysers. Here and there you'll see geysers be going off in the distance. And as the train takes off for this first day, that's where we're going to head to break. So, we'll be back in a few minutes of players. That is going to be 6:47. So yeah, go ahead, take care of your stuff, and we will be right back. And we're back. So, Paragon, you have now boarded the train and it has started taking off, and you are already seeing drastic changes in the landscape that you were previously in. So, this first day of travel, gonna go like this and just pull up the battle map. I know your guys' cameras are a bit weird, but
This way.
the first trip is going to the first day is going to take you to 1, 2, 3.
Eric's is the best.
I don't know. I don't know why it keeps resizing.
Oh, hey, there I am. You see me? Hi.
So, in about 3.5 days, or sorry, in 1 day, you travel about 3 days worth that would have been on foot. And by the end of the first day, the train pulls up into a small town called, when is that one? This one is called Sinclair. As it is.
Ah, yes. Ye old Sinclair.
Yeah, as this is the town that seems to be situated in the middle of a large sinkhole.
Ah, that's cool.
That's kinda
just a
dangerous.
small town, bigger than Dry Rock, but not like anywhere near Thirnwald's size. So almost kind of like a small suburb off to the side with some working stuff. Just a little settlement. And unless anybody has anything that they would like to do on this first day of travel, yes, Cosmo.
Yeah, like once the terrain changed, Cosmo would be like, wait,
Yes.
let's open the window again. I had talked to Ink about it. He said this place is fine.
It's not gonna hurt again?
It's not gonna be hurt again.
It is
But
warm.
I do have my goggles on just in case.
Yeah.
It is warm and it is humid as the steam vents off in the distance just carry a nice heat over to you. But it is immediately the heat is immediately retracted when the whipping winds cool you down.
My like pages of notes are flying everywhere. I'm like, look, where's the window?
Yeah, just yeah.
Like,
You guys
catching
feel
them,
it?
My mage hands grabbing
This
them.
is amazing! Wow! See, no salt on my face. No salt.
It feels kind of
Glad
nice,
you're having
actually.
fun.
Yeah. We can close it now.
I don't think I will. No, I'm kidding.
Mage hand it.
Oh, what happened? Oh no.
Vivi's like looking very proudly at how the mage hand just got used to do sneaky little things.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know your notes were going to fly around.
Oh, it's fine. I remember the order. I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
If you say so.
No, it was that one first. I remember.
No. Wait. Yes, you're right.
Quick, somebody take the keen mind feat.
I will eventually.
Let me go talk to Withers real quick.
So,
Respect.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you do see Ink wandering about the train from time to time, mostly from his seat, which he is constantly asleep on, to the dining cart to drink.
Which each time she sees him, she'll just like wave violently from inside, just like, hi!
He'll just give it, and then keep walking.
And she'll be very proud of herself.
Man, there's something about grumpy old men that make you want to bug them. But I will refrain.
It's understandable, but I admire your restraint. I am not restrained myself. His acknowledgement is all I need at this point, though. So that's good.
And alcohol.
No, I don't need that.
I don't think anyone needs that.
I think I'd be spending a lot of time writing in my notebook, just over and kind of like going over notes over the past several days, because there was a lot of stuff that we've been experiencing. So I'd be kind of organizing my notes, and that would be most of my
And
time.
I assume there would be plenty of time that Amelia and Wayne would take out the floating stone and play
Yeah,
with it.
Oh
Mom-
yeah.
That
yeah,
and just
totally.
her own personal. That's all she does on the train most of the time. It's just study and read her books. She's getting dangerously close to the end of her like 4th book. She's like, oh no, I need more books.
Cosmo takes note of this.
What is Dante doing on this first day of travel?
I'm working with Vivi on a tattoo of Princess, and we're working. I mean, Dante's just got 0 artistic skill, but he's kind of like there's like a, I don't know, oblivious to arts thing. That's what it would be.
I'm
Okay.
drawing up several like possible different variations of it. You know that we're like pressing it over your arm or your chest or your back.
Yes.
To have
Yeah.
ink
Maybe a
put
little
on
neck
later.
tattoo. Yeah,
Maybe.
exactly.
And I'm like, maybe, but you want a monkey on your back. That's where it belongs.
Yes.
Monkey on the back. He can be a tramp stamp.
There's a monkey
He'd
on
be
the
a good
car.
trap stamp. Like honestly, this little monkey.
Yes.
And it has to have that same face in Erica's artwork though.
Yeah, I'm sure Selena would love that.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
Yes.
All right, and what is Artavan doing during this time?
He's doing his normal thing, but he's appreciating this weird craggy grass now. But he's just been kind of admiring everyone and all their little jokes and things, and just he's just kind of there
Fighting the motion sickness a little bit.
a little bit, but yeah, he's just kind of just chilling.
All right.
Cosmo will probably like sit by him most of the time, just kind of like swinging her legs or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then that is going to bring us to our second day of travel, which will see you go kind of along the coast, avoiding a lot of hazardous places that were really hard to put tracks on down here, and then it is going to curve this way to the the next town, which is, let me pull up my DM notes. Blueveril.
Bless you.
So at this point, the grass has started to fade and it's going back into the more rocky terrain, but it's still very warm, very humid, and the landscape here is very porous. There's a lot of holes, with geysers and boiling pits in them, and you're starting to see what look like tar pits here and there. But off in the distance, this region is pretty flat, so you can see some very large creatures moving around in the distance. Some more terra tortoises, kind of making their way through. But you do see these really large gray creatures that have they're probably about the size, to real world thing, about the size of an elephant. However, they seem to have these spikes going along a shell on the back, similar to an armadillo porcupine kind of shell. Armadillo shell with like porcupine spines all over for it. And it's also got they also have large tails that end in a spiked club.
And so
appendage.
we're seeing them like grazing. Like
off in the distance, moving in. Not really in herds, more like in duos. However, they do congregate in herds sometimes for sleep and then split up when they're awake.
Wayne, what are those called?
What are those called, God?
Would I know too?
They're alabaster spine shells.
Bahamut says that they're alabaster spine shells.
Oh.
And then I'm going to start spouting off the genus name, known facts about them, grazing habits, favorite foods.
They are very territorial and
do they mate for life? Is that why there's 2 of them?
They do mate for life, and
so cute.
They also sometimes kill for fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's variety there.
So for these southern towns, especially the smaller towns like Blue Varil and Sinclair, they are pretty they do, even though they mate for life, they can multiply relatively fast for their size, and so they're definitely a kill if they get too close kind of a thing. Otherwise, they're going to be taking down some houses.
Cool.
Wow.
You said it was an alabaster spine shell?
Alabaster spine shell, yes.
Wow. Vivi's eyes are like sparkling. They're so pretty.
Yeah.
Let's look for a baby.
Yeah, do you think you could make one of those your friend, kind of like you did with Precious?
Only if it wanted to. And I was really extra special charming. Yeah.
You're very charming. Of course you could.
Oh, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Blink. Lotus' great big eyelashes. His great big eyebrows.
Big bushy one.
Yeah.
The Groucho Marx over here.
They swish when you wiggle them. Woo.
Yep.
A little wave.
So what size category would you say the adults are?
The adults are huge.
Ooh.
Huge.
Wow.
Yeah,
Which
they're
is
big
what,
as an
20
elephant.
square feet?
In terms of the game board, yeah.
Or is huge just a 10 by 10?
Huge
That's
is
large.
is
Large.
3x3.
Huge is 3x3.
Huge is 3 by 3. Okay.
Wow. Compared
Yeah.
to you, that thing's huge.
Dang.
All of us, actually.
Yep.
Ooh.
So yeah, so that's kind of what you see, and we can move on to the next day. Ready? That is the one nice thing about taking the train, is there's not a lot of pressure for, things you might encounter, because it kind of expedites the process. But you are on a set path for it. So, on the next day, the train will come down this way and come to Seaside. So, as you get near Seaside, you start seeing the massive lighthouses first.
Wow.
As you arrive pretty late in the day, massive lighthouses shining over, the shining coast. So it is very reflective, the water reflecting bright, and you see this massive armada of silver and white ships spreading across for miles.
Wow.
Is it too late to take the pirate job? It looks so neat.
Yeah, we can just do it along the way. That sounds fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait.
Looking with great
no.
envy right now.
Audubon's sister comes first. Audubon's sister and Ruby come first.
Right.
I
On the
forgot.
way back.
Sorry. If
I
they're
just I
safe on
never
the way
imagined
back,
it'd
right?
actually be so big in person. And look how many ships there are. That's Why do you think they're all silvered? Are they actually made of metal?
Maybe it's paint.
Do you know, Amelia? You're pretty smart.
Do I know?
You can make a history check.
Let's do it. I'm good at this.
I'm gonna give you
Like-
guidance.
My bread and butter. Oh, yeah. Oh, I rolled terribly. I got a 12.
Did you roll guidance too?
Yeah.
They are not fully made of silver. They are lined with silver and white wood, but they are mostly made of white wood.
Yes, yeah, they're made of silver.
Not just metal, they're made of silver. Oh my gosh, we have to go.
Yeah, magic, it's incredible the things it can do.
Next adventure, we're going on one of those boats.
You can go on one. I think I'll stay on the ground.
There's plenty of standing room on the boats. You could fit.
That's not the problem. The problem is they're on water.
But water's so
Hey.
neat.
If you'd like, there are spells, potentially scrolls, that contain water breathing, water walking. So the water would feel as if you were standing on a solid surface. You would have no fear of drowning or anything of the sort. Just an option.
That's rough.
Just
I don't know.
Just for
I'm
you
just
to
not
know.
a fan.
You don't have to, just options.
Things to be aware of.
And
Moving on.
as the train does come to a stop, where you guys are at, Ink poses his head. He's like, "I am leaving now, so
Okay. You should send me a
Goodbye.
letter sometime.
of course, yes.
Yeah.
Bye."
Especially for
As he's going, wait, I forgot to ask him something. There you go. No, I don't actually have anything, but you just hear Wayne in the hallway.
Yeah, as the train starts taking off and you see him slowly get smaller and smaller.
Run, Wayne, you can catch him.
Careful, we're never going to see Wayne again.
just leaning out the window. What's
Woohoo.
your number?
You're just gonna come back like a year from now. And you're just gonna see a missing poster with Wayne.
Oh.
All right. Then, on to the next day of travel. Train is going to come on down to the town aptly named Soot Pile, as it is covered in ash from the mountain.
Oh, that makes me sad.
But as a result, it has very lush gardens. Feeding
not sad
off of the
anymore.
ashes.
Incredible glasswork, probably, too.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's a very... You walk in, and it seems almost like a... For lack of a better term, compared to the rest of the towns, it seems like a delicate town. Where it's about... It's about... more about art rather than pure industry. So, much more... I guess less practical crafts, but...
Gav, you said we walk in, so are you saying the train stops?
Sorry. Yeah, the train. The train
There's a
makes
stop
one
here,
last
yeah.
stop here.
There
yeah.
is a stop. We get off. Was it like what, like a 15, 30-minute break or something?
Yeah, if you
Okay.
wish, yeah, you have like 30 minutes, an hour before the train departs
Let's
again.
go.
Yeah,
Let's go
Cosmo's
buy those
definitely
cute
going.
little glass beads over there.
Yes. I would like some.
There's like a guy making like glass artwork.
As you go, so you have now left the Shining Coast, and so now on this off of it to the south, the beaches are kind of black and gray with ash, as it is now the Burning Coast
Wow.
on the southern
That's
end that
awesome.
you can see.
Cool.
And but as you're so you want to go check out a glass shop?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So you managed to find a little shop called Gratilda's Glass. And as you enter in, quite little shop, and there's all these little intricate glass figurines with different colors and detail on it. And they're like really well made, and kind of you can kind of see in the back this this kind of black and orange scaled turtle with a pair of goggles as she's having the blowtorch going and is molding the glass to shape.
Wow. Yeah, Cosmo's excitedly looking around, looking at all the figurines and creations and stuff.
I'm gonna go for jewelry.
Kind of as you start looking, she pops out. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Is this your shop?
Yes, this is my shop, yes.
Are you the aptly named Gratilda?
Yes, that is my name.
It is a pleasure to meet you. This place is very beautiful.
It is a pleasure as well, darling. Yes. What can I do for you?
Oh, we're just stopping in here. We're on our way further. I guess at this point it's now west. But we just couldn't help stopping in. We'll just look around for a bit and let you know if we see anything we like.
Oh, of course.
And is there anything in particular you are looking for?
I'm trying to find a necklace and pair of earrings that would look fantastic on Cosmo.
Ah.
All right. Well, you managed to find these like purple glass, like dodecahedron kind of shaped earrings, and then a glass necklace that kind of has like a deep blue to it, almost like in the shape of a teardrop.
I'm like looking at you, looking at them, looking at you, looking at them.
Meanwhile, Cosmo's just all like, "Oh, look at this stuff." She's looking for like little pins you can put on clothes and stuff.
All right. So are those what you go with, Amelia?
Yeah, if they look the best on her, then I will.
Mhm.
I will use my eye of knowledge. I guess I would know this. I don't personally, but we'll assume it looks fantastic.
So as you bring them up, she's like,
Oh, that's a great choice. That's gonna run you about 2 gold.
Oh, just 2. All right. Is there anything that you would recommend, like, or something that gets purchased very often by you?
Oh, everything is one of a kind. So it's just based off of personal preference.
Can you do like orders, like customer orders?
Well, yes, of course. It does take some time to make, but they will. Once I'm finished an order, I set it aside and it is available for pickup.
Do you do like little, like super small pins?
I could, yes.
Okay. How much would they cost?
Well, it depends on the complexity.
I mean, I feel like they would be pretty simple, but I guess I can't be the judge of that. She'll just like start scribbling in her notebook and then just like hand it to her with like little drawings of the pins that she wants. Just 5 little pins.
I could probably.
Amelia notices this and it's like, oh.
I could probably do 8 silver each.
I'll got it. Don't worry about it. How much is that? Let's see. 8 silver each. 8 times 5, 40. All
So
right,
that's 4
I've got
gold.
it. Here you are. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes, I will get on to work these starting tomorrow. And they should be done within the week. So whenever you pass on through, just stop by and pick them up.
Okay,
And
thank you so
and
much.
What's the name for this, sweetheart?
Cosmo.
Cosmore. Got it.
Yes.
Talia like wants to correct her, and it's like, it's okay.
Cosmo doesn't mind at all. She's like, yeah.
I don't trust her.
What was the name of this town again?
This is Soot Pile.
Do any of you guys wear like earrings or rings?
I have a lot of earrings. I have
believe I
studs
do.
and then rings on my helixes as well.
Artavan does.
Yeah.
Wayne does.
I got a
think
bunch.
Dante does not. And Vivi does not.
If Vivi has piercings, they're not the kind that are visible.
Nipple piercings.
That's for later. That's when we get to know each other a little bit more. You know?
That comes with the OnlyFan account.
No,
And
it's
it's
only
the W
fangs.
part of Vivi.
Yeah, that's right.
In that case, I think I'll also buy, just like, what if it's like a stud or a ring, whatever. I want to buy one for Wayne and one for Artavan.
All right, easy enough. Just a gold each for those as well.
Yeah, Cosmo will definitely like rip that page out of her notebook and let her have it.
What are the rest of you doing while they're in there shopping? Are you just hanging out on the train? What are you doing?
I took
I
Wayne
want
on
to
a.
admire
Oh,
the
sorry,
gardens.
Wayne. I took you with me. Sorry, you're with me. We're going on
I'm
we'll
with
run.
Dante.
Okay, we're running. Dante's getting his confidence up. I have him jump, I'm like carrying him, just like on my back. Instant regret. Okay.
Yes. Training.
Get off.
Oh, look at these flowers.
We've been eating, Wayne. You look lighter.
The
Yeah, I'm
gardens,
kind of dense.
Yeah, the gardens are not like, there's not like, oh, this is the garden section of the town. It's more just like the businesses and homes have well-kept yards and gardens.
Oh, I know. I'm admiring those.
What is Artavan and Vivi doing?
Artavan's probably going to be sitting on the boat or the ship. The thing he's just thinking about.
Artavan gone off at seaside.
Yeah, he wants to go on that. I'm gonna come back. Like, that's all I can think. But no, he's staying on the train. He's kind of dreading what he might become soon, and also it's a big deal, like what they're about to do. And so there's a lot of this, just like he's just keeping it cool and letting as much peace or whatever linger as long as it can. And he's just going to be he's just going to relax and enjoy some peace.
And Vivi is basically at the entrance to the train, just like lounging, like waiting against the side of the train, like leaning up against it. And him and Princess play a drum violin duet, just for fun, as they wait for the train. I put like a little hat down. I don't even wear it. It's just a little hat that I have. A little hat down. If anybody wants to donate. And performance roll. What did I just get? I didn't see it. Game log.
I feel like at this point you don't even need to roll.
I rolled 2 19s.
Oh,
wow.
Nice.
At disadvantage.
I would say that would earn you enough of about 2 gold worth of copper and silver as people
Sweet.
get on and off.
Sweet.
Cool.
But eventually, about half hour later, the whistle sounds again, and the train is getting ready to depart.
All right, Dante, let's go. I'm gonna climb back on your back.
All right, wait. We're just going slow this time, okay? We're going.
You're encumbered now.
Yeah.
Dante gets a point of exhaustion.
Fair.
But as the train picks up onto this final day of travel, it finally.
On our way, can I do something on the way?
Yes, you can.
Okay. trying to think. There's like 3 things I want to do, but we're only gonna do 1. The night before we arrive, I guess, I'm gonna find Artavan. Which is easy, because you're sitting in the same spot.
Yeah,
by the window.
There's an Artavan dent in this seat.
He's building up his nature chakra.
Marking my territory.
What do you think he'd be doing, just sitting there?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay. Amelia will, like, pull up a chair and just set it next to you. And she's just gonna sit silently. She's not gonna say anything. Just to see if you'll acknowledge her.
They probably would sit in silence for a little bit. And then I think after a little while, he probably would say something. He doesn't feel awkward, but he is, he's curious about Amelia. So is this everything you thought it would be? The adventure in life?
Leaving home and becoming a grand adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
It's less romantic than I thought it would be, actually. The stories are very different.
Indeed. A lot of people like to fantasize or make things like fairy tales, but it's a very few occasions where things like that actually happen. But it is a good life.
You've done it for a while.
To enjoy it. I've done it longer than I think I should have. Yes. But it is a part of me now. Don't know. It's going to be harder to settle, I guess. When all things are done.
Was your hope, your purpose of going out was to find your sister, yes?
That was what instigated the departure, yes. But it became something grander as well. My people, as I've mentioned, are a very poor people, a very hungry and outcast people. People who have relied on questionable methods sometimes in order to live. And my mission sort of evolved to perhaps somehow change that. To give their lives more meaning, more hope, I suppose. A reachable destination of growth, that kind of thing. I don't know what that is, but I don't know, it sort of became a part of my mission. What kept me going. And the hope that my sister was okay. I know what they say about the Collector, how he only uses the people he kidnaps as for menial things, but I don't think it's true at all. I believe it's a much more nefarious thing, and so I've been lost in thought about it. But yes, those are the 2 most core reasons why I am an adventurer and why I'm still here. And you mentioned yours was you wish to learn, you wish to discover power? What was... Can you tell me again why it was you wish to become an adventurer?
There's many reasons. The one you're hinting at is one of those. We come from different circles.
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever had the opportunity to interact with those who come from wealth and status, where the things that matter most is the latest fashion trends and who you associate with and...
Excuse me.
The closest I ever had to really involving myself or interacting with the higher up people, the upper class of society, it has only really been either they have been harassing and ruining my home or paying my bills, and that's as far as it's ever gotten. People who seem to look right over you if you don't have the body to do the manual work they need. If you're
That
poor and
is-
small, then you are nothing. And so most of my home is nothing to
You,
people of wealth.
you're not wrong. I would hope I haven't shown you that I am that person. I truly hate those people.
I think you
don't
definitely would cock
understand.
an eyebrow at that.
I don't understand how people. I was born, and I had everything. All I needed was to ask, and I was given. And I lived that way for many years. I took a trip once with my papa down into the town below, and there were people in the streets. And when I asked what they were doing, my papa said to look away, not to acknowledge them, and to keep walking quickly. And I had to ask my father why they were there, what happened. And when I learned it was because they didn't have the money to have a house over their head, and they were asking for food and for money because they needed it. In my naivety, I said, well, why don't we just give them what we have? Why can't we invite them inside? And my father
That's funny.
laughed, told me, unfortunately, it didn't work that way, but he wished it did. And it was dropped.
He sounds
But from
wise.
that, he's a good man. From that day, I was different, though. I couldn't stop thinking about them. I stopped focusing on my lessons. All I wanted was to give what wasn't honestly mine. It was my family's. And as I got older, I learned the only way you can really get what you want in this world is with money and power.
Seems
And
to
I
be.
have that. I have the ability to have it. So my goals are to figure out what this world is like, to learn from people like you, to see what needs to be done, then to find some rich man, woman, I don't care, marry them, gain their power and title, and change the world a little at a time.
I think he would very much inquisitive on his face. Like he would at that he would turn and study you, trying to see.
She's so serious.
Mhm.
Like she's staring. She's not even looking at you. Like her eyes are miles away. She's staring out the window.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like that's not how people think. At least nobody who has power and money. And so he would give that inquisitive look and be a little unsure of what to think, because it kind of breaks his perspective of the world a little bit, that people of power can have righteous desires.
You probably
if
think
you-
I'm a fool. There's no way I can accomplish that.
Not a fool. I think you feel like I don't even know what the word means, but I've heard it used, an anomaly. You're a bit of a oddity. If what you say is true, then that makes me question perspectives of my own. Also makes me feel like you are someone who needs to be safeguarded at all costs. And he kind of like says that and kind of like fades off into thought as he says that. Like he's on a train of thought at that comment.
I don't think you're wrong. Most people from my circles are greedy and selfish and don't wish to share, which is why my goal is impossible. But if you have enough power, status, wealth, they'll listen. And I have another who knows how many 100 years to make it happen. Or at least start it. Which is an advantage not everyone has.
Definitely not.
But anyway, that's not why I came over here.
Oh.
She just wants to not think about it. She's gonna pull out she bought you the earring. She's just gonna hand it to you.
What's this?
I bought it back at that glass shop.
Kind of like
Audubon.
with it.
Yeah, it's just a little. I don't know if you wear a stud or it's whatever you wear. It's the same.
Right, they're little rings. He's got like 3 on each ear. Oh, it's a.
Oh, Audubon. I cannot even pretend to know what it is you're feeling, especially as we're approaching the end of your goal as you see it.
One of them, yes.
But you did warn us. You're not sure if you'll be yourself. You're afraid of what you might become. So this is just a little something to help keep you grounded, if you feel you need it. I've learned it helps to focus on an object when you feel you're being lost. You don't know where your emotions are carrying you. So it could, maybe it could help.
I think, yeah, he'd put like a little hand on your shoulder. I appreciate it. That does mean a lot. And I'll probably need a mirror, but I'll put it in as soon as I find one.
Oh, I have one. And she'll like pull one out of her bag.
That makes sense. Okay, can you hold it up?
Yeah, you can't pair like mine, unless you have a mirror.
And it'll take him a
There
few
you are.
tries. It's probably been a long time since he swapped out one of these rings. Ow.
All right. Well, you do seem to be a man that likes to think things over, alone. So I will leave you.
It is my quirk.
She'll just like do a little like curtsy, and then she'll walk away.
Very well. Me and Artavan are gonna go use the restroom real quick.
I go to leave, you leave with me. I'm like,
This is awkward.
All right. So during this last leg of the journey, this last day of the train ride, is anybody else doing anything?
Nothing too crazy.
Wait,
Alright.
nothing too crazy for Wayne. What is it?
There's
Oh,
several train
shoot.
cars missing, and
A lot of people are getting interrogated right now.
I'm just in the bar asking questions, unrelated random questions to everybody.
I was gonna be like, Amelia walks out after Artaban and is like, Wayne, where's that? Oh, I lost the word of it. The crystal. Where's that crystal? You've had it for 2 days now. It's my turn.
Wait, it's still my turn.
No! Share!
Not to take up time, just as a quick aside, but I think Vivi might be seen. Anybody that notices him would see him practicing something you haven't seen him do before, which is just be a card dealer. Vivi's going to set up a little, as long as it's all above board and nothing illegal. Just set up like a little card table. Anybody that wants to join and make like small bets is what we do. So just do like a
Melly
little
would love to.
Texas Hold'em style stuff just to pass the time.
Yeah.
Not meant to be a time sink or anything.
Nobody stops you. Nobody stops you from doing that, really. In Alabast, gambling isn't too common a thing. There's a few casinos in the major cities, but it's not really a focal point of the culture. Most of the country, it's very manual labor, a lot of blue collar type stuff. So it's like gambling never really took much of a thing. So there's not really any regulation around it either, because there hasn't really been need for. But head up to Atheus, or head up to Atheus, or over to the Ashweave Empire, or the Phaelandi Empire. You'll be finding casinos galore in the quote-unquote fancier places. So yeah. In fact, given the nature, if random passersby that come and join in on the game have to have the rules explained to them several times over. But
whatever winnings Vivi does make, he just spends on his friends and buys them dinner and drinks and stuff on the train.
All right, sounds good. But eventually, come dawn the next day, you see it up ahead, out the window. Finally, the city of Ashwindell. And as you see, it is the second biggest city in Alabast. Nowhere near the size of Storasil, not even close, but probably about 4 to 5 times the size of Thurndwald. As it's going, also colloquially known as Slate City, as a lot of the buildings and architecture is smooth dark stone that has been stained black from just the ash falls of Blackbrim Mountain.
Gav, would you mind showing that on the map? It just helps me to
Yes.
see geographically where we've come.
Here was Soot Hill. Here
Sweet.
is Ashwindell.
Awesome.
And even now, there is a light ash fall. It is very light, not heavy enough to hurt your breathing or anything like that. But the train comes to a stop. And as you disembark, you gather your things. And there seems to be a strange air about the place. Almost like everybody is a little bit on edge, a little stressed out. You can see that compared to some of the other cities, guards, Alabaster Guard, are on high alert, moving about the city in groups no smaller than groups of 4. And as you start going kind of at the station, you do find the local newspaper with a massive headline saying, "Mayor murdered."
Well,
What was the name of the mayor?
The name of the mayor was Wincher.
Wincher. That's the last name.
Yeah, Mayor Wincher.
What I've known about him, since he's a big...
Yeah, you would have known of him. Like,
Okay.
not personally, but yeah, you would have known of
Yeah.
him.
Just because I feel like I would know at least the leaders of places.
He wasn't very standout, but wasn't bad either. He just kind of he is most known for his help in setting up the train tracks in terms of using his own personal funds to do so. But in terms of policy and political structure, he was not bad, but nothing outstanding either. He's just kind of there.
He existed.
Yeah.
We're reading this in a paper. When does it say it happened?
It says it was about, from where you were guys at, probably about 2 weeks ago when you were last in Storasil.
Does it have any, like, does it say anything about how he was found?
It says
the crime
that,
scene was?
It says that he was eviscerated, so much so that they weren't able to give a rendering of the crime scene, but authorities say that he was stuck in some sort of twisted game, with riddles written down on stone tablets.
I would kind of look over. So I would look over at the group and be like, "You don't think?
Smiley face man?
Do you think that was the mortician?"
Who?
Sounds very familiar. I mean, the stone tablets.
I mean, if he was trapped in a game, we were trapped in a game with stone tablets, and we all almost died.
Amelia,
That's true.
you wouldn't recognize the term the mortician immediately, as he has been cropping up. He would go on a killing spree for a period of time, disappear for years, since before you were born.
Oh.
And your father has told you a story of once attempting to help apprehend the guy, but he was too slippery, trying to use the time magic to lock him in a place to hold him down. But
Man, does he have like a child, like, you know, boogeyman story since he's been around for so long?
no, with that one, it was more when you were older, a matter of fact kind of a thing. It was probably when you were leaving for there, because he's like, just like, be wary, they never caught. One of the many things that he was worried and overprotective about.
Yeah, he almost got one of the professors at your academy.
But he almost got to you too?
We were there to get the professor.
Did you see him, or just
on the rooftop?
There?
Yeah, me and Vivi will kind of look at each other like, I believe so. We did see someone.
We saw at least it was either him or one of his agents.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if my father was unable to apprehend him, he's very powerful, potentially.
Well, that sucks. I hope he's not in league with the cult. That wouldn't be
Well,
good.
we already know he is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
We should have... I don't know if it's a moot point to say we should probably try not to meet him. I was warned to stay away and alert if possible.
We probably should not try to meet, but
I would agree. Definitely not.
Mass
Stopping
murderers
him
is
is ideal.
not the adventure that I imagine you were seeking.
No. I don't even wish to stop one.
it would be ideal. I mean, if we can get him in the process of stopping the cultists, win-win.
We'll see, but we'll just try and steer clear of him.
Explains
Right.
everybody's mood as well.
I like a good game, but not when my life is on the line.
Or other people's.
So,
Or others.
is there any particular direction that you are heading in?
Do we want to go there right now, Ardavan, or... Probably... You look a little antsy.
Yeah, he's definitely like fidgety. I think, if anything, we need to find out where he is. Where this is going to take place. So, either find a place to kind of unload all of our things and search about the city, ask some rumors, or I can't imagine it'd be very hard to find him. But I think that's what I'm gonna have to do first, is at least know where he is.
That's it then. Let's split up. Let everybody ask local law enforcement, local populace, just anything we can find out about. Is it the Undertaker?
Belton told us
The
kind of
collector?
roughly where to find the house.
Lecter?
Did he say like east side, west, like that kind of thing at all?
He did. I just don't remember. I didn't write that part down.
I believe
I just
it
wrote
was
down that he told us.
I believe it was the northeastern, the northeastern side of town.
So how about we find a place where we can get a room, as basically a meeting place. Maybe even they probably would know. The barkeep themselves would probably know their exact location, but maybe heading in that general direction.
And are you wanting to scout it out first, or just walk right up?
Definitely scout it out. I want to hear what people have to say about him, rumors, thoughts, theories.
We need to know what we're walking into.
Yes, I need to know who my enemy is. Well, more than for what I know. Because I've never been here before. And
And do you have any
doubt many people
idea-
here know the version of him that I know.
And do you have any idea how we can find your sister?
Not yet. But hopefully with a thorough investigation, things can come into light.
How would we like to split up?
We find him and we follow him. And splitting up might actually be a good idea.
Let's find a meeting place, a tavern or some kind of inn or building that we can meet up at. And then, yes, we can do a bit of an investigation.
Let's do it.
Onward. On.
All right.
Good show. Movie. Sorry.
So, as you look, the most convenient inn in the most central location would be the Wyvern's Roost, kind of near the center of town. A large 3-story black stone building with a roaring 300, like a roaring circular fire in the center of the main room,
Wow.
with a bunch of spits roasting meat over it.
Smells good then.
Yep, and the patron seems to be a well-traveled dwarf with black hair and a black beard, all kind of like tied back into a man bun on his head. So as you go in, if you want to do the double room, so 2 bedrooms, it is 5 silver per day.
Are there any like big rooms where we could like all bunk together, or?
Yeah, there is a 6-room suite, which is 1 gold, 5 silver per day. Or sorry,
how long
1 gold, 2 silver.
How long do you think we'll be here?
I don't know.
It's hard to say.
No idea.
It could be a day, it could be a week, it could be a month. I don't know.
Depends on
Let's
We'll just-
start with
Just
2
pay for
days.
2 days? Alright. I'll
Just
pay
in
that.
case.
2 gold, 4 silver.
Yeah, this would be a fun place to invest in. I like the
That's-
fire down in the middle.
It's a pretty good thinking, Dante, to try and have all of us together with a serial killer on the loose that is likely allied with people that are trying to, that are after
And who
us.
knows what we look like.
Exactly.
Oh,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. How did they know who we looked like?
He looked at us from the roof. He watched us go in.
Oh, good. That means he knows who I am now, too.
I don't know if he knows
But I
you.
don't- It's if
He knows
you
I'm
see
Not
us
yet, at
associated
least.
with you. Oh, it's not hard to find out who I am.
If it makes you feel
Maybe it
better, we
is.
can
That would be
disguise
nice.
you for the while you are in public with us.
I have a
will
disguise kit.
just- Sure. I'll change my
Yes.
outfit to look like less what I like, and you can change my face with some paints and such.
Yes.
Maybe dye my hair.
Full on Buggy the Clown.
Absolutely. Like maybe put on like glue on a couple horns, make you look like a tiefling.
Look like a child dressing up as a tiefling.
Hey, that
One of them
depends
is
on how
slightly
well I
askew.
can do
That's
this.
true.
That's
You could
true,
do
that's
very
true, yeah.
good.
And I will say, as you are paying for the room, you see an exhausted man walk in that you would recognize a little bit, Amelia.
Oh.
He seems a bit tired. He's got slightly pale skin. He does seem to be a moon elf or astral elf, if you go off of the book. A moon elf walks in. He has got neat, short blonde hair that is kind of spiked up in front a little bit, and he is holding a briefcase and wearing fine clothing. And Amelia, you would recognize him as the professor of anatomy and biology at the academy.
I'm trying to decide if I took his class. Yeah, sure. Took it for like 2 weeks. Then I went on an adventure.
Yeah. And so
What was his name? Sorry.
His name is Professor Rain Claudworth. Rain, like the weather phenomenon, and Claudworth, CLAUDWORTH.
Oh my gosh, I did that right. Haha. Fantasy names. I tried to decide if I should talk to him, but it's very obvious that I recognize him. Wait, did you guys say that a professor at the university in Storasil, you saved him?
Mm-hmm.
Which professor?
Igvan.
Oh. Do you know why he was after a professor specifically?
This probably isn't the place to
Okay.
talk about it.
One of the professors from my school has popped up. I'm just curious if I should tell him to leave. Or if we could just ignore him. Because I don't know if I want him to see me, knowing I'm skipping class in school.
Well, why is he doing all the way down here?
If I finish my
He's playing hooky.
I just took the trade, weeks away.
If I finish your disguise, he won't even know.
Can I just watch him? Is he getting like a room?
Yeah, he goes up to the counter.
Okay.
He pays for a room, and then gets a table and pays for a gin and tonic.
Can I do an insight check just to kind of get a general vibe off of him, his general state of emotions right now?
You can, yeah, you certainly can.
Nervous, secretive, something like
A
that.
disguise
Yeah.
kit is
Normal.
with dexterity, right?
17 plus.
Just hit her over the head with the disguise kit. That's
So
Yes, Cosmo,
That's it.
that is correct.
18.
18.
Oh, very good.
Let me send you direct message on Discord.
Oh.
That's a 19 on my dexterity check.
Oh,
The disguise
like
is
a-
very good.
not bad.
It's a pretty icy blue tiefling.
Oh.
I thought it matched your motif.
I appreciate it, actually. Yeah, my eyes definitely work with it.
Yes.
Thank you. It's not half
No
bad.
problem. Yes.
I
This is
used
the first time I got to use
prestidigitation to give Amelia's fake tiefling horns an icicle snowy effect.
Yeah.
I like it. I should stay like this forever.
I should
I don't know how long
reincarnate as a
it
tiefling.
Yes, this is the first time I got to use it, so this is exciting.
You did very good.
Thank you.
I'll just change my outfit to like a standard robe. Like, you know, I don't know, a wizard robe or something.
Yeah.
Very
Right.
standard.
Yeah.
Scholars
For all
robe.
issued ones. As soon as we go, I'm a wizard, they standardized the robe, and that's what I have.
Yes.
You guys would kind of see Wayne kind of like eyeing the professor, like, well, whatever he's up to. I mean, he seems like he's been working very hard.
He's a little tired.
Tired, but he seems kind of happy about it.
Yeah, why would he be all the way out here?
Well, professors go on trips and such. They have
Maybe
their own
visiting
personal
family.
business.
You never know.
Amelia, are you close enough friends with him that you want to go talk to him, or
I took his class, I think, for 2 weeks. That's
Okay.
it. He might not even know who I am.
okay?
Also,
but
he
if
won't
you have any-
recognize her.
I could talk to him, just say, hey, I was a student in your class. Do you remember me? This would be able to start a conversation.
Up to you,
I
no
don't
pressure.
think he will. This disguise is very good. I don't think he'll recognize you.
Do we want to talk to him? That's what I'm...
I'm curious.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Maybe only 1 or 2 of you, not all of us.
I wanna
Okay,
go.
I'll stay here.
If we indulged in every Wayne curiosity, we would never leave a spot. And we would know everyone. But I see
Very
no harm.
thoroughly.
Yes.
How about you guys get the room set up? We'll talk to him for a few minutes and join you.
Very
Okay.
well.
I'll go grab the room. I'll go put on my little maid outfit and get it all spick and spam.
Don't
Whoa,
go
I'm
there.
gonna walk in on
Don't go in there. It's a
I
size
could
too small.
picture it. Dad bod maid outfit.
This is,
Yes.
this is the Sky Prancer alternate subclass.
You see hairs. You see hairs
Prancer.
sticking out of the stockings.
And then I figured out the next chibi.
It's all ogre now.
I like
All
that,
right,
Gavin.
here we go.
All right, so
gosh.
so you guys are going up to talk to him?
Me and Wayne, and someone else can if they want, but that was we were the only ones that said we would.
I think I would.
Okay. So he doesn't have
And
to
then
see
just to let
Dante in his maid outfit.
Yes, he's scared.
And then you're you're in disguise right now, right, Amelia?
Yeah, I'm in my tiefling disguise.
All right.
But I do have the wizard robe, so hopefully that will be something.
But yeah, but as you approach, he gets served his gin and tonic and takes a drink of it.
Okay. Amelia will be like, she'll sit there and she'll make her eyes look bright. She'll be like, Professor Clodsworth, is that you?
Yes.
It is? Oh, I'm a student. Well, I'm on break right now, but at the university up in Storstil. You teach there, yes?
That's correct. Yes. I'm the.
Oh, what are you doing all the way down here? It's so exciting to see. I don't know. I've been around here. There just haven't been any, intellectuals really. So it's just really fun to see somebody.
Well, I came down to teach a lecture. And
Oh, have
Is
you
there another
already?
academy down here?
no. More to a couple local physicians. Just a standard. Standard routine things. I'm on the Alabasta Board of Health Administration, and so if any regulations change or things like that, I'm usually the one to go and meet the non-magically inclined healers for that. Those
Very
that,
good of you.
Those that use more clerical things have their own regulations they must follow.
Oh, well, you seem excited about whatever you've been doing down here.
It was a nice break to actually get to what I came down here to do, because due to my unfortunate timing, I was asked to give an autopsy when I first arrived, so...
Was it to the... I've heard about the mayor. Was it him?
Yes, unfortunately.
Is it true what they said, that he was very much, as the paper said, like, eviscerated? They couldn't even... You know.
It's... I don't think eviscerated does it justice.
Oh.
Did they find the one who did it?
Of course they didn't, otherwise everyone would be at ease. Ah.
Any details you could give? I don't know, you're so good at this. You must be very...
Make a persuasion check for me.
I'm gonna give guidance on that.
Pat me on the back. Persuasion?
Persuasion.
Oh, sweet. 25.
Oh!
Well done.
And you're not even a charisma-based spellcaster.
No. I did make her persuasive, though. That's one of her things.
Well, it was almost like something ripped into him. Almost like a monster rips into things with claws, except there wasn't any actual stab wounds that claws could have, so it was more like he was torn apart with just hands.
Not claws like my great friend here, but something else?
No, it was something torn apart by something that wasn't sharp, more strained, like he was pulled apart. And once I was able to assemble him, there were parts of him unaccounted for.
Like his head?
No, his head was there. More just chunks of flesh, a few bones, maybe a kidney.
Oh.
It's hard to tell because some of it was damaged beyond reasonable recognition.
Oh, I'm not sure if I should have asked, but thank you for indulging me.
Can I make another insight check, just to kind of give up? I just want to understand.
What are you looking for? You gotta.
So specifically, I am trying to tell the general vibe of this dude while he's explaining this. Is he disgusted by it? Is this like, ooh, this is fascinating, or is it like, ooh, interesting? You know?
Yeah.
Like general vibe.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Vibes.
Not a very good one. Give me a sec.
No vibes.
It's just a 14.
14. He seems not very emotional about it. More like a scientist talking about a research subject, from what you can tell. So he doesn't seem to be grossed out when he was like, "Forgive me." He was more like gauging your guys' comfort level, and so. But you see him talking about body parts and stuff does not bother him in the slightest.
It's his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, just a guy doing what he's doing.
So what you would know of this guy, Amelia, is occasionally, he's on, he is a physician. He is an actual doctor, so he can do things like perform surgeries, things like that. Anatomy professor. And occasionally he will go and also investigate, be like a someone to counsel on for like investigations like this, as stated. So
that's cool.
So did you work with the local police, for lack of a better term, on this?
Yes, I have spent some time with the sheriff.
Is there anyone not specifically on the case with this? You know, just it didn't say in the papers if there was anybody looking into it.
No, I mean, the guard as a whole, but most of the investigatory things is going to fall to Sheriff Downsley.
Good. I'm glad they have somebody.
Downsley.
Melia will just gauge if you two are good, like if we're okay to leave.
So, are you still working with them?
No, I've given them all the information I could.
Are you familiar with this place, this city?
Yeah, I've been here quite a few times in my time, yeah.
I'm looking to meet with a certain person. Do we know the name of the person?
Yes.
I
Brecken.
can't remember.
Not Brecken.
No, that's the first one.
Yeah, he's dead. He's long dead.
Yeah, he's thinky right
I
now.
see.
Armand. No, Armand's your brother.
It's
I'm sorry.
Belton.
I have a lot of notes. I'm sorry.
It's Belton, right?
Uh-huh.
Belton.
Just close to Brecken.
Intending to meet with a certain Belton.
Belton.
Not
Belton
sure if-
Free Hollow?
Yes, and we are just visiting, first time here. Would you happen to know his whereabouts, where his house is?
His whereabouts were brought up in the investigation, but I quickly ruled out that, he is a very unlikely suspect because whatever did this thing to him was big.
Right.
But they did send a guard out. I believe he's on the north, in an estate on the northeastern side of town.
Very well. Much appreciated. Pleasure to meet you.
We will leave you now to your drink. Good work. Thank you for indulging our questions.
Right. Yes.
I can't wait to see you back at school at some point.
Yeah. They can't say you're the strangest student I've met for sure, but
Just enthusiastic.
right. Yes.
And then she'll leave. Hopefully you follow.
Yeah.
Just stand.
As we're walking away, I'll be like, wait, when are you going back to the academy?
Oh, wait, I was pretending.
Oh, right.
I hated his class. It was actually very boring to me.
It sounds fascinating. Did you know I dissected a vampire once?
You'll have to tell me about that.
We had to make sure it was dead.
Vampire.
So we stabbed it in the heart.
He
Wait.
was just a cannibal.
Yeah, it's two cannon.
He's not a toucan.
It's a two cannon.
We knock on our door. Dante, we're coming in. You gotta change.
Better close that one.
You open up and he's just got a butt crack hanging
the
out.
suite is on the suite that actually allows for up to a dozen
Lady
people.
Gaga's playing.
Yeah.
Like this.
The suite that actually allows up to sorry, not a dozen people, 8 people, is on the top floor, and does have, it's like almost like an apartment with 8 individual bedrooms, 2 different bathrooms with like showers and baths and stuff.
And like a big common area.
Yeah.
Princess can have her own room.
Indeed, Princess has her own room.
That she shares with Dante.
Yeah,
It's
buddy.
Dante comes in.
Oh, Erica, are you muted?
Yes, I
What?
was, apparently. I just said Princess picked out the main outfit.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I imagine it's still relatively early in the day.
Yeah.
So now that we have a place to meet back, do we want to spread out and find some information?
We do have a little bit just now. We learned he's in the northeast of the city, so we can try around there.
Yes.
Did you guys want to talk to the sheriff at all, or should we just start looking around, or?
It might be good to just look around.
Okay.
I don't know if we want to alert.
Knowing
A
as
sheriff.
how things have been going, we'll probably be talking to him at some point soon anyway. We tend to talk to every sheriff of every town.
It seems that
So
way.
I think it's gonna be it's just one of our things.
This is what we do.
It's good to meet
But-
people.
I mean, this tax collector probably knows the sheriff too, so it might be good to seek him out first.
Not wrong.
Did we still wish to split up into groups? Or 2 or 3? Maybe just 2.
Let's
I can go with
Let's roll
Cosmo.
for it.
yeah, 2 groups of 3 sounds, I think, reasonable.
As long as I'm with somebody strong that could keep me safe.
Yes, let's try and with a killer on the loose, let's at least try and be the 3 of us at a time.
Maybe a couple perceptive.
Amelia,
close
you could come with me
perceptives.
and Cosmo.
Yeah.
I can do that.
You're
oh,
muted.
you're muted, Jeremy.
Vivi, come in.
And Princess can go with Dante and Audubon.
There we go.
Yeah, that covers everyone.
That's
And BB
everyone.
is just striking out on his own. Killer on the loose, feeling fine.
Vivi's gonna come back with my sister.
That I will, Audubon.
He's already in the lobby with her.
I met a friend. Yeah.
You probably know where he is. Yeah. All right. Should hour and a half return,
Okay.
Yes, that sounds good.
or until you find something and then wait for the others. Okay. I'll be safe.
You as well.
All right. So, we'll do Wayne, Cosmo, and Amelia first. Where are you guys headed?
I
All
don't
right,
know.
let's go to the sheriff. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we'll just go to the northeast, and I guess we'll just,
At some point, we just branch.
yeah. We're just gonna go opposite directions, I suppose. We'll go to the more northern side of the city.
I can't remember, but I want to say the whatever his name is, that barbarian, the gnome barbarian dude, told us the color of the house. Or am I remembering incorrectly? Of the Stockton gang.
I don't remember.
I don't believe I gave you the color of the house.
Okay, cool. I remember asking about it. I just don't remember if he knew the answer or not.
Yeah, I'll have to look back. But he gave enough description. I remember he gave enough description that, like, you'd be able to recognize it. So as you head to the more northern side of town, kind of off, just barely, up on a hill on the northwestern side, just close enough that you would still consider it to be in the town, you see this large temple-like structure or monastery. And Amelia, you would recognize that from, and Wayne, you would both recognize that as the Monastery of the Open Hand.
Ooh. Fancy.
And as you head to the north side, closer to the mountain, the terrain gets a bit uneven with these like kind of plateaus that are like 5-6 feet higher in the air than the roads below them, and these plateaus make up the plots of land that large manors are resting on, and then they are fenced.
I just gravitated towards the rich. How fun.
So are you looking for anything specific?
I guess we're looking out for potentially where this house is, since we kind of know the descriptors of it. But then maybe if there's anyone, I don't know, that... I think Amelia at least would be looking for people who don't look like they belong here, because they might match the vibe of the collector.
Wayne would be looking for the house.
Well, it actually wouldn't take you that long to find it because it is up
Oh!
on its own plateau with the largest property in sight. As you can see, and this place looks a bit more like a compound, a large stone fence surrounding the property. And you do see look like to be not Alabaster Town Guard, but armed security standing at the front gate of it. A large, black slate house similar to the rest of the architecture. However, this one has bright yellow banners hanging from different parts of the building. And the property seems very large. There's a bunch of sheds. There's a bunch of sheds that line one side, and there is a few pens for different animals, a couple axe beaks, and some digesters in their own pens on this property.
That was very fast.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be that easy.
It was, you have all these wealthy homes, and then this home is saying, hey, I'm rich.
Look at me.
Yes, it is very look at me.
Is there a lot of... Or is
go.
the wall, is it like a solid wall, or is it like a fence that you can see through?
It is more of a fence that you can see through, yeah.
Okay, is there a lot of foot traffic on the grounds?
No. The people that you can see are pretty stationary.
Just at posts kind of a thing?
Yeah.
But no, like, kids playing in the yard, or...
Do we want to just go
Any
flying?
halflings within 60 feet?
You guys want to... I mean, I know we said we'd look around, but we literally found it within minutes of coming to the north end of town. Do we want to go back and get them? Should we find some child and pay them like a gold to go find them and a gold to bring them back?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they haven't gone very far. We split up with them like a minute ago.
Yeah, this was going to be the easiest part of the trip, finding the house. It is obvious. It is.
Okay, let's go get them.
Yeah.
Artavan, it can't be that house, right? Let's keep going the other way. Yeah, it would never be that one. Let's keep walking.
No, God would never do that to us.
No, big red, like the red and like no symbol.
Let's run in this direction very fast.
So, what is the other team doing?
Wait, no!
Well, I just want to talk to Artavan with Vivi for 2 seconds and just ask Artavan, well, Artavan, if we bump into this collector in this town, how are you going to act? Do you need us to hold you back? I mean, are you going to be able to talk with this guy with words? Are we going to need our fists do the talking, or what do you think?
I like to think that I have a good control over my emotions. In fact, I could probably do better at letting them guide me more. I don't know if it's so much as holding me back, but if the case comes to it, then yes, holding me back while we're in public would be good. If we can get him alone, or we can do some questioning, maybe don't hold me back so much then. But no, if we do run into him, I don't think that you'll need to hold me back. I feel like I'll be able to control myself enough to play the longer game.
Okay.
So we need to find information about them, and obviously it's not that house, but we'll keep looking.
Cosmo, what are you doing over here?
Hi guys! We found the house!
They probably think it's that house.
No, we found it. It's just away a couple minutes.
We were actually talking about the wrong house the whole time.
I didn't see that one.
Right behind it, you can see like it's in the shadow.
It's towering over it. Yeah.
You just had to look up a bit.
The cat's
Thought
been
that
in
was the
shadow.
mountain backdrop. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that didn't take as long as we expected. That's always nice.
You know, right?
Always good not to waste time.
Indeed. So, my thoughts are, with the next step of what we were talking about, is learning more about him and what he does and the reputation people have of him, like what his reputation is in the city. Things that we can expect, potentially exploit, but we're just too ignorant at this moment. So, be on the lookout for people who might know things.
I don't think people would like him very much.
Depends on the face he puts on.
Depends for sure.
I don't like him.
Something tells
The
me
feeling
people
is
who
mutual.
collect money from other people who don't want to give their money away is someone who people wouldn't look fondly upon, no matter how nice he is.
You mean like me?
No, you're different.
I'm the exception to the rule.
You're not the tax
Always.
collector,
Always the
Vivi.
exception.
You're always the exception.
Mhm.
Stop. Go on.
Where'd this mug come from?
Just pulled off the side of the street, Artaban, start drinking.
Do we
Can-
see anybody around, or
Yeah, is there like an informant? You know how there's always that guy that
So,
be sitting in the corner and you can pay him money?
Do we
Do-
go
does
into
anybody
the
have-
We don't have any rogues though.
does anybody have the urchin background? Because that is a thing.
No, I'm a
Nope.
sage.
I'm an acolyte.
Here's my background.
Man,
Mine is an urchin.
Really?
Tell you that.
No, it is
Yeah.
not.
Oh, I was like, no way. That's chances of that.
not an urchin, but I'll change it real
Nope.
quick.
I'll switch it back later.
That-
That is one of the background features is being able to find inner city information.
Oh,
That
that's cool.
or criminal as well.
I'm not a criminal. Are any of you
No.
guys criminals?
I'm
No.
only gladiator.
We all like look at Vivi like here's
Maybe.
if anyone,
Yeah, Vivi would be the one that could find
if there
anyone.
is one of us.
I will say,
I don't have.
somebody
urchin.
can go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Who's good at that? I'm pretty good, I think.
It would
I'm decent.
not be me who does it.
I'm
I have a
oh,
plus
never mind. I
0,
think it's Dante.
but
Dante's
Yeah,
the
that's
best, I
actually
think, at
my-
it.
Oh, right,
Plus
yeah.
6.
I'll give you
Yeah.
guidance though.
Whoa!
I'm gonna
Yeah.
need it. Need it.
Where'd you get a plus 6? Wow!
He's the most
That's-
wise of us all.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It did not go well, guys. Sorry, 11. 11
Nice.
total. With
That's
guidance.
a horrible.
DC, so that's lucky.
Take a bardic inspiration.
Hey, thank you.
Take
Thank
it.
you.
Roll a d6 and add it to it.
You got this, Dante. You
Please.
can find them.
2, 13.
Yeah,
It went up, it went up.
I'm starting to sniff.
he spawned one person.
Anything at all.
Said 13 total.
Yes.
On a 13, you do see two people leaving the property, armored and armed. Leather, dark stained leather armor, with some short swords at their side, as they both leave and head towards the town proper.
Guys, we seen these people right here? What do you think?
I don't know.
What do they look like?
The people.
One of them is human. They're very rough and tumble. They look pretty rugged. One of them is human, and then the other one is a bugbear.
Cool.
And so they're wearing dark leather armor, swords at the sides. They do look pretty battle hardened. They're covered in scars.
Well, they were inside. Should we follow them?
So wait, what's the plan? Are you just gonna... You want to talk to them? You want to...
That's the idea, yeah. Talk with
you
them
want to
to
get
see...
them alone and talk with them.
I mean, if they're going to a pub, then perhaps getting them to drink a bit would be the perfect way for them to open up. Maybe we should tail them from afar off for a little while to see if that's where they're going.
Should I play the pretty girl that buys them drinks?
I mean, I can't, so better for you.
You do good at it. You do very good at it.
I could try.
Next time on
Rugged,
the podcast,
Yeah.
we get to do that.
We could have Princess do those pigtails again.
Maybe Dante will let you
That
borrow
was
his maid
Princess?
outfit.
Not a chance. Okay.
Right,
I
we'll
think
follow
we
them.
should,
Okay.
follow them from far
I
off
need
and
everybody
just
to
see where
make
they
a stealth check.
EB.
I'm gonna add a D4 to that. Oh gosh.
Wow.
Gavin. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself, just in case. Just in case we fight.
I will do that as well.
Kevin, I got a 15.
10.
Sneaking.
And I got an 8 with guidance.
I got
Armor gives me disadvantage.
I got an 8
to
as
boost
well.
stealth.
I don't think any of us are trying to sneak. We're just following just blindly.
Yeah, I got.
We're walking
10.
faster
there.
than them. We're catching up.
You're past. Yeah.
There's an opposing group
This is
behind her.
not my forte, you guys. This is not my forte.
This really is not my forte.
All right. Well, with a resounding group failure, you see
You
them.
want to try? You want to follow them for a bit?
Yeah, you see them go.
I rolled a 21, but I didn't want to take
Yeah.
away the
As
the
a
lack of
group,
thunder.
it's an overall failure. That is 2 successes and 4 failures for an overall failure.
Aw.
So far.
Can we like play it off like they're not part of us? They're not part of our group. Who are you? Get away!
I'll just walk a different direction.
Don't! Those are my pockets. Don't take from them.
I would
It's
say.
me, Wayne.
Are you going to attempt to?
Sure.
That's a deception with disadvantage.
Okay.
Mount Amelia.
15.
15. Let me look at their stat.
Ooh. Ooh.
The human's passive insight is 17.
Oh!
Aw.
So,
Back away, back away.
so as they're going, you see them. They kind of glance a little bit, and then you see them turn down an alleyway.
That's a bit
I'm gonna wait.
suspicious.
Wayne does not catch on. I didn't roll very good on insight, so I'd keep on walking unless someone stopped him.
Right. I think if they like kind of were taking little glances and went down an alleyway, it's probably best if we continue walking. Don't pursue at this time.
Or we stop them so that the collector doesn't know people are looking into them.
Could be.
Unless you want him to come find us.
He's gonna go down the alleyway.
Oh boy!
Oh!
Oh.
I will follow. I was just
Same.
waiting for someone to make a choice.
There.
I'm with you guys.
Cosmo will
Alright.
stay like at the
group.
at the entrance of the alleyway though, just to be like.
I'm gonna
double
hide.
sure.
I'm in the back. I'm gonna go, but I'm not in the front.
So you see them You see them round a corner at the end of the alleyway. And when you start following them, they do pick up their pace a little bit.
How far away are they?
Probably like 40 feet.
Hey, that's my speed.
Wait, just a second. Let me see what my. Let me look at my spell. Oh, okay. They're 40 feet.
Yeah.
Does either one of them look more? I don't know. Useful.
Less stoic.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on
More
what you mean by
susceptible.
useful.
Well, Amelia has a very the way she thinks about things, it's romanticized, right? So the one that looks like the way like a bard would explain someone who would look like they have more information. I don't know, what would that be?
The bugbear does look like a pretty big dumb brute. So
That's
Okay,
The human.
let's do that one, I suppose.
yeah,
I'm gonna cast hold person on him.
on the human.
I'm gonna wave. Well, whichever it was, the bugbear, right? Or was that
Or
what you
human.
said to my question?
The
Oh, the one
bugbear
that
looks
would
like
know
a big
stuff.
dumb brute. And
Okay,
then
the one that
human-
knows stuff. Yeah, humans then.
All right.
I will rip out my little staff and fling it. I'm gonna cast hold person.
Con save.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That is a 15.
Okay, he does save, but I'm gonna use a chronal shift and try again.
Oh, nice.
13.
He fails.
All right. So as he's going,
Nice.
Let's go.
And then I just sneak around to the side so I don't get.
so as he's
I'm not in line of sight.
going, he freezes up right before they round the corner. The bugbear, and they've been kind of glancing over their shoulder. The bugbear grabs him and darts around the corner.
Is that how hold person works? Can you do that?
Yeah, they're
Drag the
immobilized.
person.
You can do what you want with them, but they're
Ah,
immobilized. But he starts trying to drag him, but
I
he's
think-
very slowly.
Artavan
that was kind of
about-
impulsive, but there you are.
and he was going. Yeah, Artavan was going to speak out. We only wish to talk, and we can make it worth your time.
And
And with his hands up if they looked at him.
yeah, so you're rounding the corner with your hands up.
As Amelia's doing her thing, that's what he would say.
Okay, because the
It's not
bugbear did
sequential.
pull
This is
him
all
around the
happening at
corner.
the same time.
Yeah, the bugbear did pull him around the corner, but they would definitely hear that. And you just
'cause
hear
it was while things were happening.
Yeah.
So while he's talking, he would have become paralyzed.
and you just hear, "You froze Barney!"
He'll be fine. Just answer our questions.
We just have a few questions we wish to ask you, and again, we can make it your time. We mean you no harm.
He's frozen.
All right.
So
He's going to approach.
all right. So
He will thaw.
as you round the corner, you see that it is there is one other narrow pathway that goes out. So you're kind of in a little clearing in between buildings, the backs of buildings. And the bugbear is shaking his super stiff friend, trying to get him to move. But
If they're not outwardly drawing weapons or aggressive, unless they are they?
the bugbear
moment?
has his short sword, one of his short swords drawn, pointed at you, but he's more focused on using his dominant arm to shake
I
his
think
buddy.
He'll unfreeze, don't worry.
Artavan would pull out his coin purse and kind of jingle it. It's we really don't mean you any harm, and it will be worth your time. We just have some questions.
And as
don't
you
have to be your
as you
enemy.
say that, you see a plume of smoke start appearing behind the bugbear. And he seems
it's like a
Yeah, he seems unaware of it. Are the rest of you rounded the corner by now?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm in the back. I don't know if I have yet.
She would probably be behind Cosmo. Cosmo's around the corner already.
As the smoke gets there, it's almost like it is a very dense fog and it thickens to the point where you can't see the other side of it. And then you see the bugbear go, see the fog cloud, and he backs away from that a bit closer to you guys. And then
Wait, that's not you?
no.
Amelia,
Uh-oh.
drop the spell. And he's gonna like go for his hammer.
Oh, okay. I'll drop it.
Questions.
And I'd kind of like go to protect the two as well, the bugbear.
Questions is what you're here for. Artavon, is it? Yes. What do we have here?
Listening for directions.
It seems to echo
Mm-hmm.
throughout the alleyway.
He's not saying anything. He's simply trying to find his target.
We have a devout holy person, a con artist, a washed-up old veteran, an out-of-touch gladiator gone soft, and a little girl running from her daddies.
Not out of touch.
That
I'm
is
soft,
not
but I'm not out of
completely
touch.
true.
Not a con artist.
He was right about me.
The last one. Don't talk about Wayne like that.
How dare you?
Show yourself, you coward.
I think not.
Probably.
Well,
not.
it was the Bahamut fanatic that solved my previous puzzle. I find myself fascinated by you, Mr. Artavon.
At that, as soon as he does that, I'm just gonna be, let's go, and then I'm gonna cast daylight with the drift globe, and like, no, I don't like the dark.
It's not dark. It's actually pretty light. It's
with the smoke and everything.
Yeah.
I
It's
cast
like a
daylight.
white fog,
Blindness
but yeah.
more than afraid of the dark.
Ooh.
And it doesn't dispel the fog, but definitely makes it bright white.
It doesn't dispel the fog? The sunlight spell or whatever?
It does not
Daylight?
dispel the fog. It is not darkness, it is a fog. It's almost like there is but with the daylight, it shows the contrast of like a solid wall. Your conflict with Xylith left some people very upset, but I saw it as an opportunity. Digging through that rubble of all the destruction that was caused, there was one thing that was in abundance down there, thanks to your handiwork and the handiwork of those naive fanatics.
Rocks?
Bodies.
Blood. And, well, blood down there was exceptional. You
Get to
see,
the point. Or leave.
oh, I will be leaving soon. Ashwindell isn't my cup of tea. But these people, all these people here, they're just not worth the time. Anyone can find faith. Anyone can learn little tricks from their family. And admittedly, fewer can survive the hardships of captivity. But you, of all the billions of useless piles of organic material and meat, there are people like you and me, Audubon. Those that, despite everything, are exceptional. I just want to see you grow. To see the limits of what an ordinary man can become. Now, what you do with that, I don't really care. I'm not really invested in your choices, but in your numerical and measurable development. But if you can't pass this little test, then I'll have no further use for you. Should you pass, I would like to see how your powers develop in the coming days.
The mention of test, definitely looking over at like Wayne. He was the one that saved us from the last test.
You would see Wayne. He has the drift globe in his hand, but he's up against the wall and he's hyperventilating and he's holding onto Dante's shirt. And you can see like he's shaking because he's very scared right now.
And I'd like to ready an action under condition of him becoming hostile for some reason. I would like to cast Charm Person if he seems to become hostile.
You do not see a being at all. Just
there's no being. So
nope.
what are we just hearing this?
Yeah, it is echoing around the buildings around you.
Okay. All right.
No, I always wondered why they gave me that name, but I suppose I've grown into it over the years. But it seems that my time is up. I can only carry out talking from this distance for so long. It's kind of hard when you don't have any personal magics of your own, have to use little knickknacks you find here and there. But it seems that you may have some misconceptions about your test. Don't worry, Audubon. This test is much more your speed. And though you may have been a bit late, well, you wouldn't want to miss an opportunity to meet the man now, would you? And from the fog, you see the fog condenses and then starts forming bone, then muscle, then skin. As you see this demented, large humanoid figure begin to form, until it appears with no visible face. And you see it is hunched over, it one large hand gripping the ground, and the other large hand a jutting spike of bone. And beneath the non-existent face, you hear, "Mm! Mm!" Have fun, Paragon. And that's where we're gonna end it.
No!
No, thank you.
You would hear some audible whimpers from Wayne. That is for sure.
What is this thing? Like a Attack on Titan giant thing? What is it?
Like an abomination.
That's a relatively
World of
apt
Warcraft.
description. Relatively apt description.
It's icky.
Andrew, I was
That's what
thinking
it
like
is.
Resident Evil 8, you know that one like baby like disfigured thing? You know, that's what I was thinking
Ah.
too. You know,
Ah.
like, yeah.
So I will
No.
say,
Baby.
I will say,
But all
So,
grown up now.
I just need to ask: did you guys figure out who you were talking to?
Yeah.
Okay.
After a little bit.
Yeah. So since you know
The
who-
tax collector.
Yeah. No. Since you know exactly.
I don't
who you
know.
That's
were-
what it was at first, but then yeah.
Since you know exactly
test.
who you were talking to, the major inspiration for that character is the Umbrella Corporation of Resident Evil.
Oh, cool.
That is the
Ooh.
inspiration for this character.
He's the
Awesome.
the butcher,
Ugh.
right? The butcher?
The mortician.
The mortician.
Mortician, yeah.
Mm.
Serial killer.
Ah.
The one we specifically said
Nah.
not to run into.
The one I shouldn't be seeing.
The only
I blame
thing
the
we-
bugbear.
The only person in the city we were supposed to avoid.
You know,
We walked
it's almost
right
as if-
into him.
it's almost as if we wouldn't be able to avoid him even if we tried.
But this
He
is
is
not,
inevitable.
This is different than the Mortician.
It is the
Mortician.
It's apparently the same.
creature.
It
I
is
mean,
the
No,
mortician.
that
guess
isn't-
the person
I meant to ask
talking.
is this different than the person Artavan is looking for, or is this the same?
Yes,
They're
it is
not
Yes.
one of them.
Different.
Yeah, they're
The
different.
mortician is the one that almost killed us with the wall of force.
It killed the mayor.
It killed the mayor. The Artavan's after the tax collector who has a sister and Ruby.
Ruby.
And so the tax collector and
Unrelated.
Yep.
this character are not the same.
Yeah.
No.
But
That we know of.
That
Mhm.
but we will leave this discussion for a little bit later as thank you all so much for watching. Anybody who will be tuning into the stream, once again, this is pre-recorded. We will pick up next time with the initiative roll. And thank you to Tabletop Audio for allowing us to use his absolutely incredible work and very generous with that. And thank you again to We Geek Together for sponsoring this stream. And as always, our Patreon is up. Patreon benefits are now live and active. Things like access to certain specific merch, early access to videos, behind the scenes stuff, as well as some Discord privileges as well. But yeah, so that's going to be it from us today. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all in the next stream. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.